Bueno, estamos acá y vamos a probar el Selenson Zero con la misión de Vivian. Vamos a hablar con Lucao. Lucao. Hablemos con el alcalde. De acuerdo, no te preocupes. Los intereses del alcalde respecto a los sacrificios son los mismos que los tuyos y el del resto. Bueno,
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
a ver.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was no one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
The leader of the exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back. They haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from Top?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create...
But what's in it for Tops? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman.
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for you. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the...
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal... She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely... I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go.
Interesante. Sí, entremos a la cavidad. Tenemos a Vivian para la prueba. Ponemos a
Touch my tail, and no.
Miyabi y
Eradicate
ponemos
all evil.
no podemos cambiar. Y mira, nos dan este Bangu. Vamos que cargue. Esto que sea rápido.
Lord Sathan, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Interesante, ¿eh?
Okay. My turn.
Cae como cohete.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice, or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. Did she realize the
¿Quiénes son?
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at top? Been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they...
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the...
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out...
Backup plan? What?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next... What's Top's planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions, you shouldn't...
All right. There's nothing here anyway. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything. She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get...
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled. Who's this she you keep bringing?
The she I'm referring to is with the exaltists. So that's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to, and I never meant to hide anything from you. It's for me. The exaltists bring back painful memories. So, Lord Vathan, please give me a...
Bien, entonces no preguntaré más al respecto.
Sure, I'll stop asking. What's more important than an unspoken past is the person standing in front of me now. As for everything else, we can talk about it.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole... I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen. Oh my.
Ah, también ella dio apoyo. ¿En serio?
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but...
Algo arriba.
Ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put
Cuando
me
corre y
in
se
that
detiene da vuelta. Ah, es de este.
Don't touch me. For the first time, I'm needed for more than just an occurrence. It's over. Nothing here either.
Ahí está.
Are we too late?
¿Quién es esa persona?
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the...
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists. Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped... Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No.
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead. You've made your choice. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille! Lord Basin, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Let's take care of the ethereals first. What an eyesore.
Vamos. Tras derrotar a los seres etéreos, busca otro sacrificio en estado de hibernación durante un buen rato, pero no encuentra ninguno. Después de discutirlo con Vivian, decide salir de la cavidad y pensar en el siguiente paso a seguir. En ese momento el teléfono empieza a sonar.
You've been gone forever. Did you run into any trouble? We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifice.
Why would the Exaltists go after the sacrifices?
I saw it too, but I can't figure out why the Exaltists would do this.
And one of them is some... I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death. But
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you know so much about the...
when I was a child, I stayed with the Exalted. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exalt. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I can't turn a blind eye to... I know all too well how many lives have been lost ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand this. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so
Absolutely. If you're feeling down, we'll be here for you.
Okay. Back to that conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering. They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was lately. There have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, but considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents...
Precisely. I don't think those workers died, and I'm planning to reach out to some old friends. See, do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are...
Sure. Let's go together.
Creo que regresamos a nuestra casa. ¿Qué pasó? No, porque le di encerrar. Pucha madre, no me diga que tengo que repetir de nuevo. Ay, ya lo voy. Internet. Disco. Ay, ay. No sabía eso, que sí puedo cambiarle el canal. What the fuck?
Energizing combo sets. Keep the call with your innermost desires. Advance without fear.
No sabía que podemos cambiar los canales. Yo no sabía que podía cambiar los canales en el televisor cuando estamos cargando. Ah, mira, continúa donde lo dejé. Ya estaba asustado que iba a terminar y continuar. Hablemos con Vivian.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me.
Ya la
I
conozco.
learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her. Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? So you're the old friend Vivian was talking about.
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no s-
Rain! You actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Wise is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, you're...
Rain! Let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat.
I think I know that black cat. It hangs around our shop now.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this talk.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked the... I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to...
I shouldn't have...
Huh?
Rain, Vivian said you might have some intel for us. Should we get into that first?
All right, let's get down to business. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search. I caught a weird distress signal from someone. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing. So that's where you come in.
Okay, we'll take a look around. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have...
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might... Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is... But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part... You've come along. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. People will appreciate you for who you... I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, But I hope everyone... I'm counting on you to save the... Alright, I have other business to take care of.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
¡Ay! México pequeñín. Vamos.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Veamos con él.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. Please, no. Who are you? I won't say anything. Just, I don't know anything. I swear.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything.
What do you want from...
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't. You never saw me. Please, just stop.
Don't you wish to see your family?
It's my fault. I was greedy.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure.
No! It's my fault. It's all on me.
If the whole ship is sinking.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send us soon. No one knows how this will turn out, but if you do nothing now, the only thing, we're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. I'll help you return to your family.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the holodeck. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so after we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go. So I escaped.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. Do you remember the place they first took you?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. What exactly was in that box? I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memory, I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistake.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite.
Eres una persona muy tranquila.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training, Vivian. No matter who you're up against, you seem to analyze the pros and cons and make a judgment in no time.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. I wondered.
It's hard to picture that. My first impression of you was pretty...
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first... And just as Rain said, I've come along...
Speaking of Rain, it's quite a coincidence that you even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me. We might...
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Fate.
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even lost our Faithin account. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang. It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Lord Faithin!
What's wrong?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side.
No manches, tenemos una loca.
Ever since I was little, I had been seen as I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, I had roamed too many places. And each time, one night, I stumbled upon whether they knew me or not. Everyone seemed convinced. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated. It really seemed that in that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, so many lights, I made up my mind. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know. It was you, Lord Faithin.
Huh? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Faithin. You were but I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was but for me, it was the night I finally realized I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen.
So, I have to ask.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not...
You're putting my memory to the
So, Lord Vathan, not only for that comment you made that day, for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian, Lord Vathan. Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
Mikao. Adelante todo. Nice.
Phew. Maybe I should close my stall early tonight. There's a concert I'd like to attend. Leaving already? Keep me posted about any great eats or fun activities you happen to find.
Random, vamos a random play.
Wise, you're back. Looks like Lycon's tied up with something. He said I should just chill until you're back, and then we can talk online. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Reno brought back has stabilized. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be split.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the
No se hable
All
más.
right, we'll get there.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting. The target coordinates have been shared. Please ensure your safety.
Vamos en marcha.
Time for some tail care.
Ella me va a ayudar mucho. No tengo nivel 50 y casi ya
Eradicate all evil.
ya el máximo. Sí, 15. Habilidades.
This is the path I follow.
Vamos para allá. Vamos que cargue. Ahí está.
Camille, you really think plus? Even though the Ravenlocks and the Exalters have been working together for ages. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, lady, our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to her once you verify it's legit. Have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right. Lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and it's just that. Why would they only send Camille for something as important as that? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and
So this Dina they were talking about, is she...
Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before...
I've mapped out a shorter route, but there will be ethereals along the way. I'll leave the fighting to you, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan.
Vamos.
Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Vathan! Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Don't touch me. Fool, don't touch me. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Vathan.
Vamos acá.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Vathan. Over there. Looks like they're arguing. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the box.
Ay, que me está fastidiando una. ¿Qué es esta vaina? Esa.
So Hartman never kept the core here to begin.
How did you even find your... Where's the core in the box?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
¿Qué sucedió? No veía que el núcleo se convirtió.
Vivian, it's been ages.
What the fuck?
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought, so, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying?
Back then,
you had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had...
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss...
Camille. When did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit.
Really? So loyal. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with...
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do, and it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo! How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Gina se acerca a Harma e inserta con frialdad el núcleo en una herida abierta de uno de los subordinados. Mientras el hombre se retuerce de dolor en el suelo, Dina se limpia la mano con desdén.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real...
Vivian, where do you think the I don't know. If I knew... Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed. Oh, they shouldn't have Weren't you the one who decided if it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fate, it was you who brought... Landon just needed an excuse. He needed whether I shed tears or not. He'd treat living beings as mere... Dina, you know all of this. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it, Vivian! Why do you always mess You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so... If you don't give me the sacrifice... I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper... Oh, really? You don't have... Then I suppose there is... Are coming. Weakling. Too many. There's no chance to get out of this. Better not get my chest.
Vamos.
Careful! Stay away from Lord Phaethon! There are so many. It's ink. Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety. What? An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
¿Quién es ella?
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be wise, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
May I ask?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice.
So, you're the investigator, the mayor.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of
Indicaciones.
guidance. What does the...
Unfortunately, this isn't... I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your head. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Waifu que va a aparecer.
I'm so sorry, Lord Faith. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out.
Lord Phaethon, are you...
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the... If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here.
I didn't mean to keep my pet. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune. So no matter where I went, then one day, Landon adopted me, and there, I met Dina, who was so kind to me. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows. So all life could live freely inside, and Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing. And everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists, but things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, after that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared...
Was that blessing medicine the same sacrifice serum?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing... The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's rest. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person then, without hesitation, before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, and just a few days later, it was time for... I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting... So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive. At first, Landon argued, but in front of them all. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up!
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
Oh.
No, I was just...
It's got nothing to do with us. This...
Vivian, was this you?
Tina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing.
I just don't want to...
You knew? If you knew what he's done...
He's my father. He's all... Stop being self-righteous, Vivian.
I thought once Landon was gone, Tina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster. So she's not a bad person. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina. All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I see misfortune approaching. But maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was Landon who was pulling the string. As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling the sacrifice crisis pretty well on your own. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can...
Yes, thank you for listening to me. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage. Maybe Dina and I were meant so I could finally spill it all out. Lord Phaethon, you truly are...
Not just today. Whenever.
I will. I'll track down the location. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Cuando despiertes ya casi es mediodía. Y ahora.
Shaw, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. All right, go ahead and do what
¿Cómo? Ok, encontré un pajarito de pluma negra. Le voy a mandar a eso. Y viento allá, ¿no? Y vámonos. Vamos a hablar con Belen.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share... Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two, and if the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right... I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her...
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather... I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice. I do not want any of my people to be... As for the sacrifice core, I can only... As for how things...
The creator will go...
Camille was actually just...
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about whether
Hugo.
Wise, why can't just send a message saying he's got something urgent?
All right, let's patch him.
Master Proxy, I apologize. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace it. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential... This information has lured a young man named Burton from the...
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable...
It seems like there's...
You can attend as her +1.
Okay.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence.
Yes! Just your presence will help me immensely!
Iré contigo.
Sure. If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out for each other.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately. I hope everything goes well.
Estoy listo. Me voy a poner acá a chambear a este hoy. ¡Ey! Gracias, Zambi. Vamos, Zambi. Tú me das recomendaciones buenas. Rapidita nomás. Gracias. Bien, nos hemos colado.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
¿Esos son vampiros o qué? Son como niños, pero estos son vampiros. No, no creo que sean elfos. Testigo de una buena fe. Sí, creo que ha sido testigo de mi buena fe. ¿Qué hay de la suya?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of...
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should...
I am well aware of the ways of the ring. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to, since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion. Does that...
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is all...
We both know what's what. So I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their... I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remain...
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, Blessing, Sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to...
How did you know that? No.
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them stop? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoyed...
Of course! I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant
I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
You always manage to surprise me. You sent him off with just a few words. If I were him, I'd think you were a powerful
It's just some techniques Hugo taught me. Like that dessert I mentioned. It means Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his off. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right. I've already...
Wherever you go... isn't this...
The security outside of the manor is really strict, but maybe it's more lax on the inside? Just in case, though, let's...
Right.
Let's check Hartman's recent course.
Right. Though the...
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not so much so that these two distinguished guests felt don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's... But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the... bullet. How?
Dear uncle.
Amigo.
Why must we be so You can just tell me what you want to say.
Hugo! Impossible!
Uncle, you must know a raven. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon?
You filthy bastard! You only know...
Petty trick. Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked my...
Es puro bay ese men. Vamos a ver.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Puro bay ese men.
Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point. Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation.
Ah, sangre falsa.
I must say, if nothing else... you should be happy. We pulled that off together with...
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't... Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my... Do you remember when we last used this trick?
Sometime. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control...
You'd understand it. Of course. If things really did, you wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you.
You're insane.
Aw, I'm...
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great length, don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you in...
Don't get your tail in a twist. As things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird...
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they... Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, he's probably figured that out by now.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action.
That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How, in short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around. But of course, it comes at a cost. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk...
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice...
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Raven... Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but that's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy, so...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my... Obviously, it was all an act.
Hugo, you're taking such...
Would you believe me if I said it's for... just... But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that... Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole...
You don't look too good. Is it...
No. This is the... Lycon, do you have a place that is...
Lycon lleva a Hugo un pequeño almacén en el puerto del Pit. Hugo parece muy satisfecho con el lugar. Tras echar un vistazo en su alrededor, se sienta en una silla, saca una cuerda y comienza a atarse con ella. ¿Pero para qué? Si me presentas un video bacán, serio.
What exactly are you doing?
¿Qué estás haciendo? Sí, eso quiero saber.
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do... Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy... After use, it allows control of the victim's mind.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup. After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help. And the good news is he gave me a very low dosage. Perhaps because he was afraid. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply... The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body... And that's exactly what's happening now. So, I will lock myself in this room for... I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door.
I recommend seeking professional medical...
This is advice I received from a doctor. So, Lycon, all you need to do is smile and await.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. Well...
I understand. Don't die, you stupid...
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet?
Estaba modo picado.
Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
Una elfa. Todo es tu culpa. ¿Por qué naciste con esos ojos? Si no hubiera sido por ti, yo habría acabado así. Tenía el éxito al alcance en la mano. Aguanta tanto tiempo, todos los años planeando. Estaba tan cerca, él ya había aceptado. Tú debes ir a suplicarle, arrollarte ante él y dile que harás todo lo que deseas. Dile que nos lleve de vuelta. No, dudo que ahora mismo quiera verte. ¿No puedes ir a verlo ahora? Madre.
It's all your fault.
Es la madre de dibujo.
I wish I had never given birth.
La mujer tiene una mirada rellena de resentimiento y rencor en el rostro, como si la persona ante ella no fuera su hijo, sino su enemigo. Culpa de su desgracia es culpa de este niño inocente.
Everything will get better if you die. He'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. Then I'll be able to. So Hugo, for the sake of Mom.
So, I was...
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Hugo, demonio interno.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. You want to kill her, don't you? Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down.
Yes, I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for... But I won't kill her because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog?
Chucho le dice a Licao.
The act of being some magnanimous and...
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choice.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge... without you. Rush, does it not torment you? Kill her.
But now...
Stop lying to you. This weak-minded thinking will... Oh, do you still not get it? This is how the world is! If you want to change anything, you must just like that woman. The only reason she could... So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove why forgive them.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, you know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing. I hate myself for having not... And that means... So, I forgive you.
You'll regret this. Your pretty words mean nothing.
Tras sufrir un intenso mareo, Hugo despierta en un almacén oscuro. Las cuerdas que lo ataban se aflojan en algún momento. Hugo inspira profundamente y siente la humedad en el ambiente. Acto seguido se levanta de la silla. Hugo se arregla la ropa y abre la puerta del almacén.
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother!
¿Dónde?
Hugo, let's play hide and seek.
Yo que tengo que buscarla.
I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Ah, mira, está para allá.
spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer. Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
I told you. I am you.
Of course.
Yes. Your half-sister. Unfortunately. I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father...
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of...
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena, and so, she was fated.
They tried to kill me. Many times. But I was careful.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened. Yet, not only did Father not blame you...
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless.
And that's exactly what you managed to live. You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to... Here you go again, trying to deny your desires deep down inside. You've always wondered, asking yourself why. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was...
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the Long.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle. Is that not karma? Power struggles, pitting kin against each other. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's gene.
Don't forget, my dear.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Raven, survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. As long as you live, you'll never escape them. You are destined to one day become someone like me. Like your...
Is that fear I sense?
I won't. I won't be.
You won't become a failure. So relax. Our power eclipses. So, do not deny your admitted deep within your and I have.
Otro.
Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Algo demonio.
I don't want to hear something like that from... You have no idea what that man...
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow. So, the one who killed innocent...
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again... This time you succeeded. You killed your own father. At the Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you...
Enough. I may hate him for betraying me. But...
What?
You aren't Lycon, the other me. Hidden deep within. I've been waiting for you.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place.
Just as you said, you are me, and we are ultimately one in the...
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You're just... Some people live for that. That's right. To slay the dragon. You know the truth better than... If you hadn't hesitated, innocent civilians wouldn't have... You can save more.
I've spent countless hours in regret.
So why not submit to your...
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. So, for a behemoth like... Of course... Whether it's Tops, the May... I refuse to be dragged...
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you Or are you going to follow Lycon otherwise? Of course you are right to do so. But... you stay silent. That's why. But remember, and we are to come.
But you are, and I'll never lose to my...
Creo que ya terminamos. Yo texto. Ah, pelea, por fin. Oh, ¿en serio? ¿Tiene una colonia?
If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Just afraid to admit it. I have you now. Too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire. My way.
Despacio.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice. They're all part of me.
En fin, ya se acabó. Tiempo de derrotar.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Ahora, sigamos a la parte donde le desarma la...
This
¿Por qué me la hacen larga?
just like what I saw in my dream. Ah, my former partner.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight?
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical...
How thoughtful. I'm touched.
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking.
No, I've just gone too long without food. Either way.
Now tell me.
Just going a bit crazy from... But I did have a very long dream. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself... You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a...
Seems you really have...
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on...
I wanted to ask what you said about Mockingbird before.
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting.
Just as I said before, perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people, yet those in high positions still possess immense resources. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic, nothing holds... All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. If all has gone to... Well then.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor...
Very well. Let's go.
Quiero la pelea. Ya sé que me vas a explicar de lo que sucedió. Quiero la pelea. Quiero la pelea. Quiero la pelea, la pelea, la pelea.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too.
Working with you?
Oh, what a coincidence. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Vamos.
Bunch of nobodies. Clean as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
In position.
Hey, mira.
Master Proxy.
At your service. More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just an...
There's more over there.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the
The compensation you promised. All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds...
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so...
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption.
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops.
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were. But before we start, you all need to take.
Bro, should we really be doing this?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this, and the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over.
What? You didn't say anything about...
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of...
Exactly! You'll be working in the hollow for several hours. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can... Of course, you won't receive the compensation.
Lycon, what are you...
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those...
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocent...
So that's how you see...
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain...
All right. It's a little complicated, but of course, it's your choice. But if you try to rush in...
I trust you.
All right. That now we can go and beat them.
Don't forget, you owe me an... Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the...
All right.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a... Your legs? How are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
Damn it! Who the hell are you?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can.
What's that?
It means exactly what I said. I think that sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But I
don't have a choice. From the moment...
You always have a choice. All right. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always. I'll leave the rest to you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now can you...
As you can see, that worker just now, the pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance, but rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the...
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote.
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes.
Then, I have one last question.
The truth is, before he passed away in that small attic, when Jack called you aside and
when he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and... You know there's no way I'd... Besides, back then...
Jack...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain any... Enough. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location. Lycon? It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over. I did indeed attack my father, and even before that. Even now, I still think they... But I no longer...
You...
I know we may never... I once wanted to fight against... So... As long...
You've changed.
Don't patronize me. I still disagree with Jack. I will walk the path I believe is... But...
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come...
It was just an accident. Not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you... On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I used to think you wanted power. That everything you did was for...
I am a god. Or you could say that in this world, there are many things that we are powerless, just as I said before. Let's go. To witness the end.
Por fin.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard!
Ahí estamos de regreso.
Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still...
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have...
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You...
Thief? Oh, I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to... I'm the master con artist, who can fool anyone, I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns... I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard!
You flatter me.
Ah, es lancha. Se metió en lancha. Una vez que abandonan la mansión de Raven en la lancha de Hugo, esperan en el muelle del puerto de Elpis Alicao.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion.
Hugo, I'm a and I mourned your...
Listen, Vivian. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as... But it is because I am selfish that I also... In any case... Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Wise, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I, Hugo Vlad, am forever...
Master Proxy, although it is late, there...
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and...
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine you are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of fighting.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste.
You two sure are...
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them, but Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice core is fake. We don't know where
the real core has... Oh.
Here? In Lord...
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our...
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted...
How about our dear Proxy take out...
Acciona un botón oculto y el comando se abre con una casquillo. Dentro está el núcleo de sacrificio. Oh, mira, siempre estaba ahí.
I'll take your surprised I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I...
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I...
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifice.
Yes. And we need to destroy the last batch of land.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her...
All right. That's the important stuff. I'm going to go. I'll contact you again once I have something.
Estoy listo. Continuamos. Confirmar. En marcha.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move. What? Can't handle it.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first.
Understood.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here!
Hugo, get the guards first.
I'm here.
You just stepped into your own grave!
Fools.
In position.
Tales for the dawn that sets the world alight.
Repent! I'll take you. Out of my way!
Let the party begin. More of Landon's serum survives than it. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing. Our actions here won't go unnoticed.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and...
Very well. Let's go. According to Camille, let's part ways here for now. And...
Sure. I've been feeling way better these past few days.
It's only now that
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work on the same route.
greater power means more responsibility. And in...
I will request additional compensation.
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to us being out, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just haven't gotten used to it yet.
This is the future I saw. Lord Pathan. I'm sorry. This time, I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish. Leave this to me, Lord Dathan. What's that? Don't touch me. Lord Dathan, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. Don't touch me. There are containers by the fissure. It must have been tough for you to find this place, Vivian. If you had stayed out of it, I would. Those people have been taken. They're just mere test subjects. There will always be people consumed by in any case. What? Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything take. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope before Father took you in. It was Father who gave. Do you remember the first time? That was the first time. Don't forget that it was Father and you. You basked in Father's attention. Do you think that by leaving the... Of course not. Those... Do you... In the end, you're just an Not everyone wants to live in false... You say it's because of greed, perhaps. Those... But that greed is just what you and Landon have done was never about giving people... Stop lying to yourself. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous—
Don't look at me with such— Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than just—
Tina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this life. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people, but the hope you keep talking about.
That is merely the necessary
No one does—
I can always go and get more—
With you gone,
Camille!
Relief.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. I look forward. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. And I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope.
Camille, are you—
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return?
No, Dina. You can— I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family from— Everything Dina did was— Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll—
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of the—
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been— My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there. I was certain, then and there, that this would start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not—
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian.
Let's take out these ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Look around, huh? Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon. They must be on the other side of the fissure.
Are you satisfied now?
You were the one who brought yourself to this point.
You're saying this is all my fault? Losing? I wish you had never come into my life. At first, When Father brought you home, there are so many Exaltists. Yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good. I was also so happy the first time you took my place and helped because it meant you were different from all those other people. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that it's only because of my ability that Landon. I know, but Vivian, of course. The same go. I was terrified. I knew if that, and when that day, Tina. And why didn't you tell me? Because it proves I had Father's trust. Vivian, you said you were happy to gain, but in the end, you discovered then. Well, I've never known a life outside. The only purpose I've never been it is what little value I have. In the end, you think you're doing good, but have you ever? I never. You are also my first friend. Save me. Why don't you understand? Tina, you can start. Let's leave the Hollow together, okay, Tina? Vivian, I can't. I have nothing left. If what I won't apologize. I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe... Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start Vivian. If you had never existed, if I had never... Lord Phaethon, please, she was my first friend. I'm going to bid her fair... Tina, soon, the pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer! Dares get between me and Lord Phaethon.
What happened? What the... Vivian!
Lies. Don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian! Careful. Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian? No! It can't end like this!
Wise. Wise, you're finally...
I'm at the store?
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the Hollow. You scared me to death, and you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches. Hugo sent me a message earlier saying he got her. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat... I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost contact.
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We could... Let's put that aside for now. Do you...
I'm a bit dizzy, but...
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and
Okay. Sorry.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitation? Anyway, Lord Phaethon,
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you...
So what happened? Wise said he saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo? Lycon?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup based on the results. Miss Vivian indeed, but if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycon. It's...
Master Proxy, this is a gift your teacher left you.
A gift from our teacher?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your... She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask. She has quite an eccentric...
Can I file a complaint about her?
Master Proxy, you have always...
The way you said that?
In any case, the mayor has asked me to... Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. There is no time limit on the...
Unconditional, What if I wanted his...
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, by sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his...
Well, can I request...
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or
Stop! I would never do that to Lord At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back... Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good.
Huh. You even know feng shui? I'm happy to hear that.
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? But what's Yunquei Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all... Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow
So, what...
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. These abnormalities bear resemblance. If you are willing, I can teach you.
Better control my abilities.
That's right. Mayflower will help. He's still going over the details.
Please, help me check my phone. Here's my palm. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it?
I've looked it over and you...
Huh? You barely looked at...
You have good fortune. What?
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey!
So this is where you were. Who?
You're here, Wise? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking. Don't worry. I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter. Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session. All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still...
Banish wealth and desire? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the...
Yishuan Shifu. The store is right up ahead.
Yes, this is the place. Ah.
Seems it's closed.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they... I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange private business.
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu?
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. Since we've already obtained... There will be plenty of time in the future.
Bueno, lo vamos a dejar aquí porque tengo sueño. Son 2 horas. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo aquí. Espero que les guste el vídeo y nos vemos en la próxima.